Hey guys, welcome back to Squealing Pick Guitars. In today's episode, I'm going to be telling you about this stunning Gibson 335 that we found and why it's one of my favourite 335s I've ever played.
Let's get ready to rumble!
First of all, let's talk about the history of the 335. The 335, or also known as the 335 from our American friends, was a revolutionary semi-hollow electric guitar that was introduced by Gibson in 1958. The 335's new construction placed a solid maple block in an otherwise hollow laminated maple body, which had double cutaways for good access to the upper frets, and the guitar had a pair of Gibson's new humbucking pickups. 3 associated models appeared following the success of the 335. We had the stereo ES-345, the high-end ES-355, and the fully hollow ES-330. The 335 was quickly turning into a legendary guitar for Gibson, as the likes of Eric Clapton and B.B. King were using them on stage every night. And how can you blame them? The tone from a 335 is so unique and beautiful. On the neck pickup, you have a nice jazzy, warm sound, which still has clarity from the maple. Whereas the bridge pickup is the complete antithesis of the neck pickup, with a nice snarl and rock and roll tone, which would rival any Les Paul going into a high-gain Marshall. As you can see on screen here, this is the first 335 to come into production. This was in 1958. That original 335 is a main source of inspiration for this model, which is from 2001 and was made in the Nashville plant for Gibson. The construction of this guitar is very classic to a 335. You have a laminated body of maple with a solid center block of maple. The neck is mahogany, and we have a rosewood fingerboard on this one. And as you can see by this example, it has a beautiful flamed top and back, which adds a really nice stylish element to the guitar and obviously makes it look a lot more high-end. On this particular example, we have period-appropriate hardware with the ABR-1 bridge and stop tailpiece. The only difference is obviously you have the Grover tuners instead of the kind of more classic plasticky Clutons. So the reason why I think this is one of the best 335s to come out of the Nashville plant is purely down to the tone. I've played a couple of these Nashville built 335s, and I've actually owned one at one point. I owned a natural one, and for me this one has a really nice tonal quality to it. It has a nice chimey treble quality to it, which is really usable in a guitar mix, and really nice for clean stuff when you're playing fingerstyle, but also for distorted guitar parts. I'm always looking for a snarly guitar that has a lot of high end and high mid range. This guitar definitely has that. I don't know why or the way of the construction, but sometimes with 335s you can get a very woolly jazz box sounding 335, and personally I'm not a fan of that tone. I prefer a more high end sound, which this one definitely has. So yeah, all these factors make up for it to be one of my favourite Nashville-built 335s that I've personally played. But obviously let us know in the comment section below what you think of the tone and the look of this guitar. So the guy who made the 335 design was called Ted McCarty, and you've probably heard that name before, as he's basically Gibson royalty, as he created the Flying V, the Explorer, the Moderne, all these different iconic designs. And basically his main goal with the 335 was to make an electric guitar that had the appearance of an acoustic guitar. And as you can see here, obviously it was very successful. The humbuckers that were created for this guitar were the first humbuckers that Gibson had ever made, and they were called the PAF, and they were made by this gentleman here called Seth Lover. The goal with the PAF was basically to make a silent pickup that didn't hum, and obviously through that discovery they created a completely new sound for the guitar, which influenced decades of music, so obviously it's a very iconic pickup design. People still chase the original sound of a PAF as it has such a lovely treble quality to it, almost single coily in nature, very brash and very honest sounding pickup. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed, and make sure to leave us some feedback in the comment section below, alongside giving this video a like and subscribing if you want to. I really enjoyed doing this video. I love a 335, and I think the history of it is very interesting. But yeah, that's enough said. I will see you in the next video of Squealing Guitars. Thanks for watching.